Welcome to The Right Question. I'm Daphne Gray Grant, and my topic is driving traffic to your blog. I have a question from Fazi Al-Masalem from the state of Kuwait. Here's the very simple query he's posed. How do you drive traffic to your blog? Thanks for your question, Fazi. While I'm happy to tell you what I do, I should emphasize that if you're really serious about driving traffic to your blog, you should consult with an SEO expert. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, and it means that you're doing everything you can to try to take people from Google to your blog. For example, if you Google the phrase publication coach, my blog should be first on the list of links that Google produces for you. That may seem like a, well, duh kind of effort, but it's not quite as simple as it sounds. I've had friends and colleagues who've been unable to rank first for their own business name in Google. If that's your kind of problem, then I encourage you to get that SEO expert. I don't understand or even know everything that my SEO guy has done for me, but I know he's made a very big difference. I always leave the big stuff to him, but in terms of my own day-to-day blogging activities, I always make some effort to optimize them. One of the tricks I've learned is to use an SEO plugin at the back of my WordPress site called Yoast. It's free and it's very, very easy to use. I've provided a link below. For example, for this blog entry, I'm trying to rank for the phrase increasing blog traffic. I don't imagine I'll have huge success here because this is a very popular topic. And the people who are experts in it have way more knowledge about how to do it than I do. But still, I like to try. So here's what I do. Using the Yoast plugin, I enter the words increasing blog traffic as my focus keyword phrase. The Yoast system uses a traffic light as a metaphor. Red for stop, yellow for caution, and green for go. Obviously, you want to get green. To achieve that, I do a few specific things. I make sure I use the keyword phrase a couple of times in my blog. I try to do this in a way that sounds natural and unforced. I make sure that my blog post is at least 300 words. That's the minimum length that Yoast recommends because that's what Google wants. If possible, I use the keyword phrase in my URL. I seldom use the URL the system generates automatically. I try to use the keyword phrase in the first paragraph. I put the keyword phrase in the title and alt text tags for the photos at the back of my site. When I get the green light, I know it's okay to schedule my post. You can also make some other efforts to improve the traffic to your website. Here are 5. Number 1, use really good headlines. Here's the mistake many people make. They write their headlines last when they're tired. Instead of doing that, try writing your headline first when you have the maximum amount of creative energy to do a really good job. 2, tell your audience what they most want to know. One of the ways I do that is by getting blog post ideas from my clients and from the comments section of my blog. Fuzzy, if you'll recall, the idea for this blog came from a comment you made. 3, do guest posts for other blogs. I am a guest poster for a number of other sites, including visualthesaurus.com and themeasurementstandard.com. I'm not paid anything for doing this work, but I know it helps drive more clients to my site. For the same reason, I also tweet and post to LinkedIn. 4, make sure your website is compatible with all devices. Some people read my blog on their desktop computers, but others read it on their cell phones or tablets. My blog is optimized so it will appear clearly on whatever device my readers are using. 5, use casual everyday language and be sure to use the words you and I. You want your blog to feel informal and approachable, and you want your readers to believe that you are writing especially for them. This sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it? Well, it is, but it gets easier and faster with time. And all of those new readers will also bring along some friends of theirs, so eventually the whole exercise becomes self-sustaining. Finally, let me wrap up with a quote from Neil Patel, an online SEO expert, who offers what is perhaps one of the most important pieces of advice for bloggers who want to increase traffic to their sites. Quality of your writing is more important than quantity. However, if you mix the two, you will dominate the content game. Thanks for the question, Fozzie. Driving more traffic to your blog is a long-term project, but it's also an extremely valuable goal. I hope my advice is able to help you.